Welcome to Dreaming Jaguars. Today we're going to talk about the dark side of psychedelics.
So we wanted to shoot a video about the dark side of psychedelics, and what better way to demonstrate the contrast than shooting it on a beautiful spring morning.
I'm trying to calm because I'm breaking out. Hopefully it's okay. And it flows. Hopefully this can
I think it's important to talk about the darker side of psychedelics. There is a dark side, or a darker side, but it's not all that it seems. So within the psychedelic experience, there is an infinite possibility of things that are going on. You have your interdimensional travel, you have areas of quantum physics within the brain that we just have no idea whether or not there's anything in that and what's actually happening. You also have levels of your subconscious mind coming to the surface throughout the experience. It throws such a spanner in the works as to what's going on in the brain, that areas of your deepest fears and unknown terrors that lurk in the bottom of your mind based on childhood trauma of any kind, they come to the surface, and you have to, or if you are able to deal with these traumas and terrors, then the therapeutic benefits of that are unfathomable, and this is what science is telling us at the moment. This is what academia is studying. The ability to heal deep-seated trauma within the psychedelic experience. So the terrifying, twisted psychedelic experience is scary, no doubt about it. It's the scariest thing you'll ever go through in your life. But if you can face that fear, if you can work through that fear, then the therapeutic benefits, as I just said, are unmeasured at the moment.
If you're looking for negatives, we've got to be truthful about it. If you're purchasing a substance that somebody says is LSD or DMT, you've got to be sure that it is what you're asking for, because there are reported cases of people taking drugs that they believe are what they wanted to take, and they're not, and there have been issues caused from that. I think Paul touched earlier on a point of once you have a deep and meaningful experience, it can change your perspective on life. And then from there on, it can it can leave you outside of your usual friendship, so you can start to lose friends, because I think the stuff that you see and the stuff that you want to talk about isn't generally spoken about in normal society.
The other most prominent dark side of the psychedelic experience, and this is the one that's less talked about, and this is probably more problematic than the bad trip, is the ability to integrate back into society after having these incredibly profound experiences. about what happens during these experiences, what potentially can happen and what potentially is happening. So to come back to normality after seeing what you've just seen, being in the space that you've just been in, can be very difficult. And what you want to do is shout about it, speak to everyone about it, explain what happened, explain the experience. And to somebody who hasn't had that experience, who has no concept of what you've been through, you just sound like a madman. And this can lead to alienation, this can lead to a sense of disassociation, disconnection with your fellow man. You also are able to see through the bullshit of society, culture, as McKenna says. I like to quote McKenna. He says that culture is not your friend. And once you've had the psychedelic experience, you will understand that, because everything that you're spoon-fed via the media, via television, via news, via advertising, you just see that it's just geared to make you spend money to keep the engine running, to keep the system working, to keep capitalism flowing, to keep money in the pockets of the very wealthy, and just everybody else is, cannon fodder, collateral to spend and keep consuming. And you see that, you see through that for the first time, you see clearly that is what is going on. And that can be hard to deal with. You can lose friends over this. You can, because not everybody wants to have these experiences, not everybody should have them. So just be wary of that. Come away from the experience and come back to everyday life. This is the reality we live in. This is our reality. This is our physical world. This is our planet. This is a beautiful garden for us to look after, cherish, and nurture. And your friends and family are your friends and family, and they are very, very important. So don't give way to that. Have the experience, learn the messages and the information that comes through the experience, but continue in this reality to do the best and be the best person you can be. And that's where the reward is. That is where the reward is. You've got to sit on both sides of the fence. And if you can do that, then enlightenment, or a step towards enlightenment, is on the cards. Peace.
We're on Instagram, it's at Dreaming Jaguars.
If any of you guys have got any ideas for videos that you'd like us to shoot, please put them in the comments below.
If you are local, if you live on the south coast in England and you've got an experience that you maybe want to come and talk to us about, positive or negative, I think we might want to hear that. I think it would be nice to get some feedback from you guys in that way.
Yeah, we've just got some great content coming up, so please keep watching, and we'll see you again soon.